Я Гриша. Ну, погоди. Я Гриша. Ну, погоди. I wish to complain about this parrot I purchased.
The Norwegian blue? What's wrong with it?
It's dead. That's what's wrong with it.
No, no. He's resting.
Huh? This parrot and your father are deceased.
Oh! Your face farted on a cheap suit.
Ooh.
Your face is your math teacher.
Ooh. Hmm. Huh? Ooh.
You wanted to be your house?
Ooh. Your hat and a dead parrot were burned like a witch.
Oh!
Hmm. Your sense of style looks like a sad lemur and is very naughty.
Oh. Your son is your house?
Ooh. Your heart is worthless and can't hold liquor.
You were born in Satan?
Ooh.
The African swallow supports you?
Ooh. This conversation has bad breath. Tovarish.
Oh.
Your wife is stone dead and has tiny feet.
Your husband acts like someone insane?
Ooh. Will you replace the bloody parrot now?
All right then, I will. I have plenty of them in the box.
I want a live one, or I'll be back to complain. Good morning. Does this dead body belong to you by chance?
Of course not. I just borrowed it to put my teacup on.
You murdered this poor man to have tea on his rotting corpse?
How could I murder him when I was hiding in a shrubbery with my rifle the whole morning?
All right, you might have a perfect alibi, but you can't deny that.
You smell of your son.
Ooh, your house doesn't own a color tell. I ja znaju što ty špion. Your mother is worthless and doesn't own a color telly and is very naughty.
A frightened schoolboy acts like you.
Ooh.
Your hat was this lake.
Ooh. Your face secretly adores an English pig dog, sir.
Ugh. Your mother was born in a lumberjack.
Ooh. Your husband is an old bugger, and you can't deny it.
Ugh.
Your beloved auntie wears second-hand clothes and is rude, tovarish.
Ugh. This conversation is a lumberjack.
Ooh. Maybe you're not a murderer, but you sure have a filthy mouth. I'm still calling the police.
Please do. I deserve a death sentence for how I treated you. Let me just finish my crumpet.
Excuse me, I believe this is my seat.
Your seat? Does it have your name on it?
I don't think so, but I have a ticket.
First class, eh? You don't look like a first class to me. Your wife and your father have a steaming romp with an English pig dog?
You have worse hair than spam, you lying git.
Ooh.
Your country secretly adores your sense of style and wanted to be a cold sausage without mustard.
Ooh. Your son is full of ills and smells of vodka.
this conversation and the thing you had for lunch. Wanted to be your wife.
Ooh. Your sister farted on your seat and will soon kick the bucket, sir.
Ouch!
Hmm?
Satan was you and was born in your husband.
Your son smells of your seat and is very naughty. Pardon my French. See? You're too much of a commoner to sit here.
You're right, it's not my ticket anyway. I literally...
Excuse me, but I need this liver. I was shot and I'll die in a few minutes if I don't have it.
Terribly sorry, but this is my liver and I'm quite fond of it. I've partied my whole life and I'm quite like to continue.
I'm dying and you're worrying about parties?
Oh, look at me. I'm so sad. I'm dying. You know what's really sad? Hmm?
You and your father change into a muppet.
Ooh, your math teacher donated organs for your wife and is rude, and everybody knows that.
Ooh. Beloved auntie and your sense of style and someone insane donated organs for...
Your wife makes fun of the Pope.
Oh! platypus, and your sister secretly adore your liver and a cheap suit.
Ouch! Your husband was born in a frightened schoolboy and is no more. Tovarish.
Ouch! You wanted to be your math teacher, and everybody knows that.
Ooh. Hmm?
Your country was born in your cousin's car and was in jail, young man.
Ooh. Your mother is no more and has a steaming romp with your father and donated organs for a lumberjack.
Ouch! I'm sorry for troubling you. I might be dying, but to live without parties, I guess that's even worse.
No problem, mate. Send my regards to John Lennon.
Welcome, my child.
Oh, hello there. Are you John Lennon?
I don't know that person, but I can answer any question of yours. One question, and only one I will answer. Not two, not three, exactly one.
Right, yo. So, I always wondered what's the meaning of life.
Are you sure this is what you want to know? Maybe you're more curious about how toothpaste is put in the tube, or how plesiosaurus is mated?
No, thank you. I'll stick with the meaning of life.
Behold, then, for the meaning of life is...
Hmm?
Your father supports a cheap suit.
Ooh. Hmm. Hmm.
Your wife stalked you, sir.
Ooh. The afterlife. Died because of a platypus, you commoner. Hmm. Your wife puts on Granny's clothing. Hmm? Your mother has worse hair than your favorite Bond actor and smells of a hamster.
Ouch. Elderberries and the meaning of life change into the royal family because I don't exist.
Ooh. Hmm. Ooh.
You and a hamster and your sins are.
Your father was born in vodka, you lying git.
Ouch.
Hmm?
Your house and the meaning of life look like a cheap suit.
Ooh. Your sister and a grunting sow are an old bugger. Ja znаю, już to ty szpion.
Ouch.
Hmm? Ooh. Ooh.
your sense of style, and your wife act like some dog.
Ooh, your father is very naughty.
Oh,
Hmm.
this conversation and you support your math teacher.
Ooh, your father secretly adores homeless men's socks and is silly, and I have proof.
Ouch. You are an exceptional creation. I decided to reveal the true meaning of life to you. Practice kindness and tolerance. Love yourself and never ever refreeze food that has been defrosted.
That is beautiful. I just wish I knew that before I died.
I'm Nigel. How'd you do? I wish to complain about this parrot I purchased.
The Norwegian Blue, what's wrong with it?
It's dead. That's what's wrong with it.
No, he's resting.
Your father and this conversation are an uneducated nincompoop, you lying git.
A platypus was defeated by your house.
Oh, ah. Your father and
Your cousin's car wanted to be your house.
your country smells of fish and chips and wears second-hand clothes.
This conversation has a steaming romp with your house.
Ah, oh. Your husband is silly and has worse hair than your country.
Ooh. You have a steaming romp with your hat.
Ah, your father is stone dead and is dull and ugly and smells of a platypus.
Ouch! Your mother is your sister.
Your mother can't dance and looks like a half-eaten crumpet.
Your face was born in your wife.
Your hat and your country are not interesting and will always be alone and act like your beloved auntie.
Ouch! Your house wanted to be all of those animals.
Will you replace the bloody parrot now?
All right then, I will. I have plenty of them in the box.
I want a live one, or I'll be back to complain.
Good morning. Does this dead body belong to you by chance?
Of course not. I just borrowed it to put my teacup on.
You murdered this poor man to have tea on his rotting corpse.
How could I murder him when I was hiding in a shrubbery with me rifle the whole morning?
All right, you might have a perfect alibi, but you can't deny that... Your hovercraft was you.
Oh, a lumberjack secretly adores your mother and never watched Star Wars and will always be alone. And you can't deny it.
Ooh, your hat stalked this conversation.
Ah, your house looks like a dropped scone, and this place changes into a lumberjack.
Ugh. A cheese shop is your mother.
And was born in your father. Oh,
You admire pictures of a public loo.
oh, your country is dull and ugly, and has tiny feet, and swallowed a chewing gum.
Ugh. You probably murdered your hovercraft.
Ouch!
I confess, it was me who murdered this man. I need his train ticket. Direct connection, first class.
First class? Then killing him for the ticket is understandable. But please, try to restrain from murder in the future.
Excuse me, I believe this is my seat.
Your seat? Does it have your name on it?
I don't think so, but I have a ticket.
First class, eh? You don't look like first class to me.
Your husband and your Rothercraft smell of this train and stop being a Burke.
Your father was born in your son, sir.
Oh, your husband was defeated by a lumberjack and sits next to your son, and that's racist.
Your house is dull and ugly and wanted to be an English pig dog, and I have proof.
Oh! Your husband and your act pose nude for homeless man's socks.
Ouch! So now you know, I'm not a first class myself. I just wanted to see how it felt, and it certainly was worth it.
Ah, forget it. I won't sit where your filthy bottom was. Excuse me.
You're... your house, and some dog change into your mother?
Oh, your sister is a hamster, or is it about the way I talk?
Oh,
Your wife and your seat were this train, and you know it's true.
your father plays hidden object games and looks like a dropped scone. Your cousin's car doesn't like this conversation, and your country like a minging peasant.
Your father and a frightened schoolboy are...
Your father doesn't own a colour telly and is deceased.
Oh, your country has worse hair than you in it.
Ah, your mother admires pictures of your sister and is getting fat.
Your wife worked with this place.
Oh, Your son makes fun of the Pope and wanted to be the thing you had for lunch.
Your husband was your wife, and stop being a Burke.
Ouch, see? You're too much of a commoner to sit here.
You're right. It's not my ticket anyway. I literally murdered for it, but it wasn't worth it after all.
Excuse me, but I need this liver. I was shot, and I'll die in a few minutes if I don't have it.
Terribly sorry, but this is my liver, and I'm quite fond of it. I've partied my whole life, and I'd quite like to continue.
I'm dying and you're worrying about parties?
Oh, look at me, it's so sad I'm dying. You know what's really sad?
Your country was your cousin's car?
Oh, your son has bad breath and is a frightened schoolboy and donated organs for your sister and never watched Star Wars. Oh!
Your house acts like your hat.
Oh, your wife was born in a piece of battered cod and needs a liver transplant and tells dirty jokes at funerals.
Some dirty rag changes into your sister and smells of a lazy old codger.
Ah,
this conversation, and you and your mother act like your liver.
Ah, the Nazis donated organs for an ordinary pigsty, and everybody knows that. Oh, your sister smells of your hovercraft and is worthless.
Oh, your hat looks like your math teacher.
And you know it's true. Your father and elderberries are getting fat.
Oh, your math teacher was your face.
You're numpty.
Your mother and your father are worthless.
Ah, your house was your liver, and I have proof. Oh.
A lumberjack and your sister and a cheap suit can't exercise because of your sense of style.
Ah, your husband supports fish and chips.
Oh, that's settled then. I'm taking this liver.
Sure, take it. Don't forget to have me bladder and spleen as well, why don't ya? Bloody self-entitled twit.
Excuse me. I'm...
Your math teacher still uses Windows Vista and donated organs for an ordinary pigsty and swallowed... Oh!
This conversation can't exercise because of the communists and is a hamster, sir.
Oh.
Your sister and this conversation change into your hat.
Oh, you and your beloved auntie make me sick. Pardon my French. Oh!
You were this conversation and admire pictures of a cheese shop and like to flash in the park.
Ouch! Your hat is rude and donated organs for your liver. Oh. Your house is dull and ugly, and wanted to be a bucket of vomit. Oh.
Your husband farted on your math teacher. an ordinary pigsty, and you were your father.
Your mother is stone dead and was born in fish and chips. Pardon my French.
Your mother doesn't like this conversation and smells of your wife.
You numpty. Your math teacher is no more and changes into a cheap suit. Oh,
That's settled then. I'm taking this. Excuse me, but I need this liver. I was shot. I'm...
oh, look at me.
Your hat.
Oh, your mother has worse hair than your math teacher. Oh. Your country is rather plain and is full of eels and is a cheese shop. Oh!
Your sense of style acts like this conversation.
You numpty. Oh! Your mother and your sense of style will always be alone. Oh!
Your wife smells of your hat and secretly adores your mother.
Your wife tells dirty jokes at funerals. Oh. Your wife was born in your country and is old and tastes like the thing you had for lunch.
Your son changes into some dog.
Oh, I'm sorry for troubling you.
I might be dying, but to live without parties, I guess that's even worse.
No problem, mate. Send my regards to John Lennon.
Welcome, my child.
Oh, hello there. Are you John Lennon?
I don't know that person, but I can answer any question of yours. One question, and only one I will answer. Not two, not three, exactly one.
Rightio. So, I always wondered, what's the meaning of life?
Are you sure this is what you want to know? Maybe you're more curious about how toothpaste is put in the tube, or how plesiosaurus is mated?
No, thank you. I'll stick with the meaning of life.
Behold, then, for the meaning of life is... Your sister and your cousin's car worked with... Alright.
Your house doesn't own a colour telly, and supports a public loo, and smells of your father, and is deceased, I bet.
Ouch. Your sister was your wife.
Ah.
your sins. Wanted to be a cheese shop and don't own color telly. Nudge, nudge.
You secretly adore the afterlife? The meaning of life and your beloved auntie look like a cold sausage without mustard.
Ouch. The afterlife poses nude for your sense of style and bothers me, sir.
Your son died because of your husband, mate.
Ouch.
Your father died because of your hovercraft and the meaning of life. Looks like a dropped scone.
Ouch. A frightened schoolboy was some dog because I don't exist. Your husband doesn't like your sense of style, and I have proof.
Oh. your wife and your father died because of an ordinary pigsty and look like a dropped scone, and the meaning of life is rude.
Ouch. Your hovercraft changes into the afterlife, and I have proof.
Oh. Your father died because of a cold sausage without mustard and is getting fat.
Ouch. The communists and your sins make me sick, and I don't love you.
Ouch!
You are an exceptional creation. I decided to reveal the true meaning of life to you. Practice kindness and tolerance. Love yourself and never ever refreeze food that has been defrosted.
That is beautiful. I just wish I knew that before I died.
Do you feel lucky, champ? Excuse me, but I need this liver. I was shot, and I'll die in a few minutes if I don't have it.
Terribly sorry, but this is my liver and I'm quite fond of it. I've partied my whole life and I'm quite like to continue.
I'm dying, and you're worrying about parties?
Oh, look at me. I'm so sad. I'm dying. You know what's really sad? Huh?
This conversation is silly, and you put on Granny's clothing and are deceased.
Ouch! Your sense of style has worse hair than some dog.
Ah!
Huh? Some bloody minger worked with a cheap suit.
Ah! You can't tie a tie.
Ooh.
Your country will soon kick the bucket and brings insults to a sword fight and is stone dead and looks like a grunting sow.
Ouch! You are your father.
Your wife was defeated by a demon's asshole, and you can't dance and want some wang.
Ouch! This conversation supports your husband.
That's settled then. I'm taking this liver.
Sure, take it. Don't forget to have my bladder and spleen as well. Why don't you? Bloody self-entitled tweet.